hope everyone has had a lovely weekend. How good was the weather? We are so lucky. Just wanted to bring you another workout video. So this is a full body Pilates workout, 30 minutes again. Please make sure you're a bit warm beforehand and also have a nice stretch afterwards. As I said before, I am a qualified Pilates instructor, but I can't observe what you're doing, so just take things at your own pace. If you do feel any pain, particularly through your lower back, your hips, your knees, anywhere that doesn't feel right, please just reduce the movement, come back into it, try and correct your form, and you should be good to go. But just take it easy, obviously take it at your own pace. I'll give you a few levels for harder challenges and take it a bit easier as well. Thanks so much for all the comments and feedback, for tagging me. It's really amazing to see all my friends and family doing this one, so super happy that I can do this for you. So we're going to get started. So I just want you to take your legs hip distance apart here. Just really ground those feet into the floor. Just relax those knees ever so slightly. Try not to hyperextend and pull up through the legs. Just relax here. Relax those shoulders. Keep a nice broad chest. Take a big breath in. Reach those hands up towards the ceiling. As you exhale, push those hands away, starting to engage through those shoulders, through those arms. Inhale again, reaching up. And exhale. Good, starting to engage the core here. Let's go again. Try not to flare those ribs and let those ribs come out. Try and keep that connection from your ribs to your hips. Big breath in and exhale. What I mean is to not change anything in that tummy when you lift up, so it should all stay the same. Take a breath in here, and we're going to come over to a side bend. So reaching over here, just stretching that arm, reaching down towards your ankle. Again, try not to let those hips pop out. Try and keep everything nice and lined up here. Reaching a bit further. As you exhale, bring that arm back up. Take that other arm to meet it. Try and relax those shoulders as well. Exhale, taking yourself over to the other side here. Reaching over. Feeling that lovely stretch through that arm, through the sides here as well. Big breath in. Exhale, coming back up. Bring the other hand to meet it and just coming down. Taking a few shoulder rolls here, so just bend those knees, roll those shoulders up and down. And just a slight bend here, bringing those shoulders up to the ears, down and back. Good, let's go for another 3 here. Last 2, last 1. Good, and just coming up here. Just taking your neck over towards the right hand side, feeling that nice stretch here. And we're just going to tuck our chin down and just start to do some semicircle rolls here. So just looking over to the other side, just warming up through the neck, just nice and gentle here. Just coming from side to side, feeling that nice mobility. Let's go for one more on either side. Good. Last one, good, and just taking that head back to the center. Lovely guys, just tucking that chin. We're going to roll down towards the mat, so love this roll down here. Just coming through your back here, so you want to bring your middle back down, then start to go with your lower back. Just letting those hands be really soft, and just let yourself melt down towards the mat here. You want your shoulders to feel relaxed. Maybe just nod your head yes, shake your head no. Just try and relax everything. Maybe give those arms a little shake, those shoulders a little roll. We're just going to stay here for a moment. Bend those legs slightly as well if you do get tight hamstrings, which is the back of your legs. I know that I definitely do. So just letting those be nice and soft here. Take those hands to the mat. We're going to walk our hands out into our plank position. So taking those hands as wide as the mat here, relaxing through those shoulders. Really plant all those fingers into the floor. Gently bend those elbows, tuck that pelvis under. So draw up through that belly, but make sure that pelvis is tucked. You want to be in a nice line here. Relax those shoulders, gently bend those elbows, pulling up through the legs, pushing those heels back, squeezing those glutes, holding here for 2 more breaths. Last big breath here. Keep engaged through that whole body. Good, we're just going to gently bend those knees and walk your hands towards your feet. So we're going to come back up to our standing position. Taking your hands to your feet, we're going to roll up here. So I want you to come up nice and slowly. There's no rush, so just thinking about articulating through that spine, through your lower back, your middle back, your upper back. Your head should be the last thing to come up. And give those shoulders a nice roll here. Lovely, guys. We're going to be warming up through the glutes and the legs. So just take your feet just over hip distance apart, so they're a little bit wider. And instead of them being parallel, just turn them out really slightly, like it's a really tiny turn out here. So when you come into your squat, I want you to think about pushing your bottom out over your heels and really driving through your heels. This is the correct thing to do. I do find it helps to move my arms as well, but if you want to keep your hands on your hips, you're very welcome. So as you take an inhale, push that bottom back over your heels, bring your hands to shoulder height. Exhale, push yourself up, driving everything up here. And again, inhale, reach out, pushing that bottom out over your heels and coming up. So try to keep that chest nice and open. Try not to fall forward as you do this exercise. Good, and try and really push through those heels. Using that breath as well, so as you come down, it's inhaling and exhale to push up. Squeeze those glutes when you get to the top. Good, we're going to go a little bit faster now. So inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Good, making sure those knees are coming over your toes as well, so keep those knees protected. We're going to go for another 3 here. Good, last 2. Squeeze those glutes when you get to the top. On the last one, hold down here, small pulses for 10, 9, tiny movement, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Driving all the way up, feeling that burn through those legs. Give those legs a little shake. Good, just taking that chin against your chest, rolling down towards your mat. Nice and slowly, letting those hands just come nice and gentle here. Walk those hands out. And just gently take those knees to the mat here so you're in all fours position. Good, so we're just going to roll onto our side here. So I just want you to flip yourself over. We're going to take our hand out nice and long again. So remember in my first video, so take that hand out nice and long on the mat. Just rest your head on your bicep here. We're going to take our legs back into that same position as before. So you want your legs in like a 45-degree angle. To check you're in the right position, have a look at your heels and check they're in line with your bottom here. As I said before as well, really try and pull up through the waist. You might have a small gap between the waist and the floor. If you don't, that's absolutely fine, but just make sure that you are really pulling up through your core here. Don't let everything just relax on the floor. So keeping nice and long and stretched out here. Take your hand on your hip. Try and pull that hip forward to make sure that your hip bones are facing forward and that you don't roll your hip. We're going to come into our clams, which is a great exercise to start working those glutes. Really squeeze those heels together. As you exhale, open that top leg up. Inhale, come back down. Exhale, open that top leg. Inhale down. So carry on with this movement, really thinking about starting to activate and squeeze through that glute here. Keeping that hand on your hip is really helpful. I feel like it helps just to push me forward a bit. So you want to roll your hips forward if anything here. Good, so really think about that quality of that movement as well. It doesn't have to be just a quick one up and down. Really squeeze and think about what you're doing here. Trying to activate through that core, through those glutes, sorry. Definitely should be activated through the core as well, pulling up here. So if you want to, you can stay here. If you want to advance though, we're going to take those feet up off the floor again. And this gives you a little bit more in that range of movement here. Opening up, squeezing through that glute. Using that breath as well. So exhale to open, inhale to close. And by the way, if you can't get the breathing, it's absolutely fine. Just breathe normally, that's the most important thing. But if you can, at least try and focus on the breath a bit, then that's a really great progress. Good, lovely guys. Starting to feel that movement, starting to feel that glute working and firing up. Good, we're gonna go for another 2 here. Good, on that last one, hold it open, drop your bottom leg. We're going to take our leg out to the side here and we're going to draw those circles again. So you remember I might have said if you're not feeling it in the glute, just bring that leg forward ever so slightly so it's in your peripheral vision. But you're drawing about a coin size with your heel, really squeezing that glute. Good, Good, feeling that burn. If you do get any pain through your leg, just take a slight bend in that leg, that's absolutely fine. Try and keep that foot flexed. Now think about that breathing, nice breathing in and out here. Don't hold your breath. We're going to go in the other direction now. Drawing that coin size with your heel. Pulling up through that core. Nice big deep breaths here. Good. We're going to go for another 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take that leg down, give that bottom a little bit of a rub here. We're going to take that leg straight back out. So come straight back out with that leg. Flex that toe, flex that heel, sorry. We're going to sweep our leg forward. We're going to pulse down for 2. Sweep your leg back in line with your body, pulse for 2. So with this movement, you want to really feel nice and stable through the rest of your body. Your legs should be the only thing that's moving here. So keep that leg about hip height as well. You'll really start to feel this burning through the glutes. I know that I am. Taking it nice and easy, guys. Try and bring that leg forward just a little bit further every single time. Good. Really nice. Keeping everything really solid through the center so you're not moving everything else. Good. We're just going to go for 2 more here. Last one here. Pulse for 2. We're going to sweep that leg all the way forward now. We're going to turn our foot down. So you want your big toe to be coming down towards the floor. Take a break here. This is a nasty exercise. It really gets into the tiny muscles in the glutes, so it does really hurt, but it does so much good as well. So turn that foot down, big toe towards the floor, and start pulsing up and down. Try and bring that leg a little bit further forward if you can. You'll start to feel this one straight away. Deep breaths in through the nose, out through the mouth, flexing that toe. Keep going. Feel that booty go. Woo, we're going to go for another 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh, I'm shaking. Give that bottom a nice big rub here. Amazing work, guys. You're going to be feeling that tomorrow. So coming onto your stomachs now, we're going to be working that upper body sequence again. So just relaxing here. Take your forehead to the floor. Take those hands into your cactus arms so they're like L shapes at the side of your head here. Just relaxing here, but make sure that core is pulled up. So if you do just let that belly flop onto the floor, you're going to be risking your lower back and lower back pain. So imagine there's an ice cube on your belly button and you're trying to get, an ice cube on the floor and you're trying to get your belly button away from it. So coming into that movement again, you can come straight into your advanced move where you're lifting those hands up off the floor, squeeze those shoulders down and back, and then come back down to the mat. If you want to, you can just stay with your hands on the floor. That's absolutely fine. Coming into whatever movement suits you here. Try not to press through the floor if you are keeping your hands there. If you want to advance more, you're going to lift your legs up as well at the same time, so coming into your full kind of seesaw movement here. Lifting it all up simultaneously. Squeeze those shoulder blades down and back, and come back down to the floor. Keep going here. Using that breath, so inhale as you come up. Exhale to come down. Good, nice. We're going to go for another 4 here. Nice, slow, controlled movements. Think about that core. Keep your eye line towards the mat as well, guys. Try not to look up too much, because that will hurt the neck. On this last one, we're going to hold up here. Now, if you can just stay here. If you want to, you can reach your hands forward. Keep pointing through those toes, and we're going to start going up and down with our hands and legs. So we're doing like a little movement here, like a swimming, like a freestyle swimming. So reaching nice and long. Keep going here if you can, guys. If you want to just come down to the mat, you can bring that one leg and one hand up and down. Otherwise, keep going with that movement. Otherwise, it's just a little bit softer through the floor. We're going to go for another 4, 3, 2, and 1. Come down here. Take your hands underneath your shoulders, pressing all the way up. Knees wide, toes together. Come down into your child's pose, take a moment here. That was our freestyle swimming. Really amazing exercise. Good, coming all the way up here. We're just going to gently lower ourselves back down towards the floor. So in this one, there are a couple of options. You're going to be taking your hands by your side, your palms are facing up. You can either keep your forehead on the floor the whole time for this exercise, or you can, so I'm shifting up a little bit, or you can take your head up as well. If your head is up, make sure your shoulders are rolled back here. So this is our flight exercise. I want you to imagine that you've got hold of a doorknob and you're turning it clockwise and anti-clockwise. So almost imagine like you are holding a doorknob, you're giving it a turn. So if you are coming up, let's all reach up now. Reach those shoulder blades down towards your back. Keep those feet on the floor. Grab hold of your doorknob, feeling it really close to your thighs here. Keep your hands grazing to your thighs, and let's start turning. So you want to really think about squeezing your triceps, that's the back of your arms, in towards your midline. So you can see what I'm doing here, just turning that doorknob, squeezing my arms in towards my side. They're not out here, they're really close to my thighs. Pulling up through that core as well, protect that lower back. Really squeezing here. Start to roll those shoulders a little bit more back as well. Good, we're going to go for another 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold here. We're going to high five the ceiling. Pulsing those arms up, squeezing those arms in towards your midline. High five the ceiling here. Lovely, guys. We're going to go for another 4, 3, 2, 1. Start clapping your hands in the middle. Don't actually do it, just do the movement. Reaching in towards that midline. Squeeze those arms. We're going to go for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Relaxing down here. Oh, that one's tough. Coming up again. Let's have a nice stretch in your child's pose here. Just relaxing. Amazing, guys. That's really, really tough. You did really well. Taking a deep breath in, coming all the way up. I'm afraid we've got to go straight on over to our other side. So, coming back to that glute workout, taking your hand, stretching out nice and long here, and just making sure that you're in that correct position with those legs in 45-degree angle. Your heels are in line with your bottom. Taking your hand on your hip if you want to, pulling up through that core, squeeze those heels, and coming into your clam. Exhale to open, inhale to close. Now if you don't feel it straight away, you can also shuffle around a bit as well. Try sticking that bottom out behind you if you're not feeling it, or try just rolling that top hip forward ever so slightly as well. You just want to get yourself in that really good position here. If you want to advance straight away, bringing your legs up and coming into your clam here. Really squeezing through that glute. So remember what I said before, that this could be so easy if you just sat here and did this. I want you to really think about what muscle is working to actually open that leg. That should get your mind focused on that bottom here. Good, nice slow controlled movements. Exhale to open, inhale to close. Good, lovely, guys. We're going to go for another 4 here. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1, hold it open, drop that bottom leg, reach that leg forward, really stretch that leg, bring that leg a little bit more into your peripheral vision if you need to, and start to do your circle. So pulling up through the core here to make sure that you're really stable in this position. So drawing that coin with your heel, squeezing that bottom. Good, lovely, big deep breaths in and out here. Making sure that leg is not too high. I just noticed that mine was a little bit high. So just making sure it's in line with your body hip height. Good, and let's go the other way. Nice big deep breaths here, pulling up through that center. Good, lovely guys. We're gonna go for another 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're gonna take our leg, draw it forward, pulse for 2. Take that leg back, pulse for 2. If you need more stability here, you can pop your other hand down in front of you as well. That might help a little bit. Pulse for 2. Keep going here, pulse for 2. Draw that leg back, pulse for 2. Now remember that you need to really pull up through that center to make sure you're really stable in this position. Pulse for 2. My leg's shaking a little bit here. Pulse for 2. Back in line with your body. Pulse for 2. Excellent. We're going to go for another 2 here. Last one. Hold this leg here. Turn, give yourself a little rest. Turn that foot down. Your big toe is coming towards the floor. We're going to start pulsing up and down. You want that angle coming down towards the floor. Good. Sweep that leg forward a little bit further if you can. This is a killer. Pull up through that core. Amazing, guys. We're going to go for another 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And give that bottom a nice rub here. Well done. Amazing work, guys. Coming all the way up. We're just going to come into our plank position here. I want you to step your right leg forward. Coming into a bit of a lunge. Just making sure that foot is coming near your hands. And we're just going to come up into our lunges here. So take those hands, take your hands on your hips. Make sure you're in a sort of position here like you almost scissored that leg back. Really dig in towards that heel. So really push into that heel. We're going to come down and up. Down and up. So here you want to be bending both of your legs at exactly the same time. Doesn't matter if your back leg doesn't touch the floor. If it does, just give it a little kiss and come back up. Make sure those shoulders are nice and open here. You're upright in this position. Squeeze through that glute. Good, we're going to go for another 4. Last 3. Last 2. Last one here, hold down, small pulses. Almost there. Squeeze that glute. Really push through that heel. We're going to go for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Not quite done yet. Hinging forward from the hips. You're going to bring your left leg in to meet the other one and out again. In and out. So lean forward here. Really hinging from the hips. Popping all of your weight onto that glute. Lovely. This is really hurting now. I hope it's hurting for you guys as well in a good way. Almost there. If you want to advance even more, you can take that leg completely up off the floor. So you're stretching it out and back. This obviously really challenges your balance a bit more as well. We're going to go for another 4, 3, last 2, last one. Hold it out there. Take your hands to the floor. Press all the way back. You're going to come into your plank. Take those hands nice and wide. Relax those shoulders. Tuck that pelvis under. Squeezing everything here. Pulling up through that body. Really engaging that core. We're going to go for another 3 breaths. Last 2. Last one here. Lovely. Take those legs down. Come into your child's pose. Legs nice and wide. Feet together. Coming into your child's pose. Taking a nice big inhale here. Rolling all the way up. We are running out of time. We're going to sit on our bottoms. Take those legs out in front of us. And just roll down to the mat. We're going to come into just a few core exercises here. So what I want you to do is take your hands behind your head. Elbows nice and wide. Just interlace your fingers and relax your head in your hands. We're going to come up to our tabletop position. So engage that lower back with the mat. So really pushing that lower back in. Bringing one leg to tabletop and then the other. So again, in your tabletop position, making sure that your knees are in line with your hips. Try not to bring those knees towards you. Keep them out nice and wide, and you want your shins or your backs of your legs to be parallel to the mat here. Take those hands behind your head. As you reach up, I want you to take your hands up towards the ceiling. Palms are facing in. As you reach up, you're going to reach forward here. Come back up. And then we're going to reach to the other side. So I want you to really twist here, bringing your left shoulder towards your right knee, and then come back to center. Reach forward again, really pulling your ribs towards your hips. Come back up, and this time we're going to twist the other side. And you can extend your leg as well if that feels good for you. So this is really working our obliques. Reaching up, and reaching over. Reaching up, and reaching over. Keep going here, guys. Using that breath. Exhale to reach up. Inhale, exhale to reach over. Good, we're going to go for 2 more on either side. Lovely, last one. Good, and bring those knees in towards your chest. Just hug them in for a moment here. Have a nice relax. Awesome, guys. We're going to take our leg in towards our chest. Extend your left leg out. Coming up into our single leg stretch again. And let's go. Bring that leg in. Point that other leg, hovering it over the mat. And change. And change. Now, if you want to advance here, you're going to take your leg into a straight leg position. So this is obviously working the hamstrings as well. Giving yourself a nice stretch. If you can't get your leg straight all the way, like me, don't worry. Just give it a go. If not, stay with the other exercise. We're going to sort of bring that leg in, pulse for 2, switch, pulse for 2, switch. Keep going here, guys. Try not to let that body rock from side to side. Good, we're going to go for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and bring those legs in towards your chest. Just gently rock from side to side. Good, lovely. Coming up, we're going to roll over nice and quickly here. We're going to take our hands down into, take our forearms down to the mat. So you want to have a number 11 position on your mat. Really push those forearms down, make sure they're parallel. Take your right leg out and then your left leg out, holding in your plank position here. As you inhale, squeeze everything together here actually, guys. Really bring those legs close together. As you inhale, you're going to come over to one side and come back to center. And again. So you're really working your obliques here, moving your hips from side to side. Try not to let that bottom lift. Be really strong through those forearms and really strong through the core. Good, side to side. Coming down as far as you can. We're going to go for another 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Gently drop those knees down. Take a moment in child's pose here. Have a nice deep breath, let that heart rate come down a little bit. Going to finish off those lunges on the other side, and you are done. So coming back to all fours, taking those legs out into your plank. Reach that left leg forward here. Make sure that that foot is in between your hands. And coming all the way up, just adjusting yourself here to being in a comfortable position. Really driving through the left foot this time. As you inhale, as you exhale, coming down and up. Good, so remember those knees are coming down exactly the same time. Really driving through that left leg. Try to make sure that knee is coming over like your second and third toe as well. Nice and broad through those shoulders, nice and open. Oh, I'm sweating here. Really pull up through that core as well, guys. Squeezing through those glutes. Coming down nice and equally through those legs. Good, shoulders down, chest open. Really drive through that heel. We're going to go for another 4 here. Last 3. Last 2. Last 1, hold down, small pulses. Really squeeze through that left glute. Good, we're going to go for another 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're not done. Hinging forward, coming over that leg. Bring your other leg in to meet it. And out, and in. So super light through that leg that is tapping backwards. And really strong on this glute that is staying on the floor. Deep breaths here. Try and get a little bit lower in that left leg. You're almost done. Your last little bit. If you want to advance, taking that right foot completely up off the floor and testing your balance as well. Good, guys. Really feeling this. Let's go for another 6. Last 5. Really low through that left leg. 3. Last 2. Last 1 here. Coming all the way up. Give those shoulders a roll. Give those legs a little bit of a shake out. Oh, guys, that was so hard. I hope you enjoyed it. If it's too challenging, let me know. Didn't get around to doing everything I wanted, but that's okay. I'll do it next time. Have a great rest of your day. Have a great week, and thanks again for everything.